Have you ever carried an umbrella with you when you were not sure if it would rain outside? That umbrella is your hedge that will protect you against the unpredictable rains. Similarly, in the stock market, nobody knows when the stock market will crash. So people buy something called options to protect their investments from the rain of a market crash. The way hedging works is that when you buy options, the gains that you make on your option purchases offsets the losses that you make on your stock investments. Now the next question you might have is, what does this umbrella called option looks like? So let me explain it to you. When you buy an option, you are basically buying a right but not an obligation to either sell or buy a stock at a predefined price and at any time before the date of expiry. Imagine you go to a grocery store and you think that the price of milk will rise in the next 30 days. So you make an agreement with the grocery store owner for a small fee that gives you the right to walk into the store at any time within the next 30 days and buy the milk at predefined price of today. Remember, this is just a right but not an obligation, which means if the price of milk goes down, you are free to not buy the milk at the contractual price. But if the price of milk goes higher than the predefined price, you can exercise your contract and buy the milk at contractual price, which will be lower than the prevailing price. In this example, you bought an option from the grocery store for a small fee called premium that gave you the right but did not obligate you to buy the milk at today's price. This is called call option, which allows you to buy the stock at predefined price at any point before the expiry of the option. Now let us change the same situation and understand something called put option. What if you think that the price of milk will drop in the next 30 days? If you think that the price of milk will drop, then you will change your agreement with the grocery store owner in a way that will give you the right to sell the milk within the next 30 days at a predefined price of today. In this example, if the price of milk actually drops below the predefined price of today, you will make a profit by exercising your right to sell the milk at predefined price of today, which will be higher than the prevailing price. But if the milk price goes higher than today's price, then you are free to not exercise your put option, which means you are not obligated to sell the milk. So in a nutshell, call option gives you the right, but it is not an obligation to buy a stock at predefined price called strike price at any point before the expiry date. Whereas put option gives you the right, but it is not an obligation to sell a stock at predefined price called strike price at any point before the expiry of the put option. Remember, nothing is free in this world except for the promises made by a politician. So to buy an option, you have to pay a fee, which is called premium. Now, you might be thinking, what if you sell the options? Would you get the option premium as income? Absolutely. You can choose to be an option seller and collect the option premium. But when you sell an option, you are also taking the risk. In our example, the grocery store owner was a seller of call option in the first scenario and a seller of put option in the second scenario. And he collected fees called premium in both the scenarios and also took the risk of either the price rising or falling in both the scenarios.